Hi children, welcome back to our channel. Children, in previous video I explained about the what is photoelectric effect clearly. Okay, in this video I am going to explain about the what is Einstein's photoelectric equation and what is the intensity, how the intensity can affect the photoelectric current, how the potential can affect the photoelectric current. So children, in examination point of view, this is the very important topic, so watch carefully up to last. After watching the video, you must share your opinion as a comment. Okay, let's go for that. Okay children, before going to that, I want to remind one definition for you. What is photoelectric current? When certain amount of energy is falling on the metal surface, then the electrons are liberated from the metal surface. That phenomena is called photoelectric effect, and the stream of those electrons is called photoelectric current. When certain amount of light energy is falling on the metal surface, then the electrons are liberated from the metal surface. Those electrons are photoelectrons, and that stream of electrons is what we call photoelectric current, and that phenomena is what we call photoelectric effect. So if you want to understand that, I explained the same concept in the previous video, you must watch it. Okay children, so here Einstein was given one equation for photoelectric effect, that is commonly known as the Einstein's photoelectric equation. Clear? So according to the Einstein, the light must be consist of some photons. Those photons have some energy h nu. E is equals to h nu, commonly what we call energy packets. E is equals to n h nu, like that. So E is equals to h nu according to Einstein. So children, for our convenience, I draw only some part of the diagram only. For the complete diagram, you must refer your textbook or you must go to the previous video. Children, according to the Einstein, h nu amount of light, E is equals to h nu, photon energy. This is when certain amount of energy is falling on the metal surface, then in that energy some part of energy is used for liberation of electrons, that is nothing but W naught. When certain amount of energy is falling on the metal surface, in that some part of energy can be used to liberate the electrons from the metal surface. That is commonly what we call work function. And remaining part of energy is help to the electrons to move from C to A. C to A. When the electrons are collected by the collector, then only the ammeter, what it is in the circuit, that will shows the current. That's why after liberation of electrons, those electrons must be moved from C to A. Already we know that every moving body can have some energy, that is what we call kinetic energy. That's why here the remaining energy of h nu, that should be as in form of kinetic energy of electrons. So that is what we call Einstein's photoelectric effect. According to Einstein, when certain amount of heat energy is incident on the metal surface, in that some part of energy is utilized to liberate the electrons from the metal surface, and remaining energy should be utilized to gain the kinetic energy for the electrons. When the electrons gains the energy, they only moves from C to A. So according to Einstein concept, he was given one equation for that one. So that is here E is equals to W naught plus KE. E is equals to W naught plus KE. So the energy what it is incident, that should be equals to the sum of work function and kinetic energy of electrons. Kinetic energy of electrons. Already I told you what is work function. The minimum amount of energy to required to remove the electron from metal surface. That is the work function. And remaining energy is what? Gaining of electrons, gaining of kinetic energy for electrons. E is equals to W naught plus KE. So this is called as photoelectric equation of Einstein. So if you can substitute the values, E is equals to h nu and W naught is equals to h nu naught. W naught is what? Work function. That should be shown like this, h nu naught. H nu naught. Here nu naught is called threshold frequency. Threshold frequency, and h is the Planck's constant. W is equals to h nu naught. What is nu naught? Threshold frequency. The minimum frequency of radiation. The minimum frequency of radiation to liberate the electrons from a metal surface is called threshold frequency. ఒక మెటల్ సర్ఫేస్ నుంచి మనము ఒక ఎలక్ట్రాన్ రిమూవ్ చేయాలంటే దాని మీద ఇన్సిడెంట్ అవుతున్నటువంటి ఎనర్జీ యొక్క ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఎంత ఉండాలో మినిమం, దాన్ని ఏమంటామంటే థ్రెషోల్డ్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ. The minimum frequency of radiation to liberate the electron from a metal surface is called threshold frequency. So this is the work function, and this is what amount of energy that should be incident on the metal surface, h nu, and this is h nu naught. And kinetic energy of electron, what we write, of mv square. That's why here photoelectric equation of Einstein is what? H nu is equals to h nu naught plus of mv square. Here of mv square is what? Kinetic energy. So kinetic energy of mv square is equals to h nu minus h nu naught. Again nu is equals to what right here? C by lambda. Nu naught is equals to what? C by lambda naught. This lambda naught also threshold wavelength. What is nu naught? Threshold frequency. And what is lambda naught? Threshold wavelength. After substituting all these, we are writing this one, expression for kinetic energy of mv square is equals to hc of 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. So this is the information about the Einstein's photoelectric equation. H nu is equals to h nu naught plus of mv square. From that what we get? Of mv square is equals to hc of 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. Okay children, now we will go for that to discuss about the effect of intensity. Effect of intensity and effect of potential on photoelectric current. On photoelectric current we are going to discuss. Okay children, first thing is here effect of intensity. Effect of intensity children, so much of important for 4 marks. The same time 8 marks question also there on the same topic. Effect of intensity. Clear? So children, here in daily life we know that there is lot of difference between a bed lamp and some 60 watts bulb, 100 watts bulb, or anything 20 volts, 18 volts. If you can go for LED bulbs also, 9 watts is there, 20 watts is there, we know that. When we consider some 9 volts LED bulb and when we go for 40 volts LED bulb, in these two, which will use the more intensity of light? Obviously 20 volts. So here my aim is to say simply the light energy is having different type of intensities. When we are increasing the watts, intensity also increases. So children, simply here to explain this relation between the intensity and photoelectric current. Clear? So all of you know that In previous video I explained that what is the photoelectric current. For example, here some intensity of light, here h nu amount of light is having some intensity I. Intensity of light what is incident on the metal surface is I. Here the electrons are liberated, and they are moving towards collector. When the collector will receive the more electrons, the photoelectric current is more. That should be shown by the ammeter what it is connected in the circuit. Clear, children? So while we are increasing the intensity, the number of electrons are receiving the A also increases. Got my point? When less intensity of light is incident on the C, then very less number of electrons are emitted, and those are collected by the A. When the intensity increases, the number of electrons which are moving from C to A also increases. It means that when intensity is increases, the number of electrons emitted by the C also increases. So then what you have to say, children? When intensity increases, the number of electrons which are emitting by the C also increases. It means that there is some directly proportionality between the intensity and photoelectrons. When we increase the intensity, photoelectrons also increases. Obviously, just now only we discussed the energy He is equals to h nu naught plus of mv square. When energy is incident on the metal surface, that should be provides the work function, at the same time kinetic energy also. That's why here when certain amount of incident of light is incident on the metal surface, the electrons are liberated and they should be reaches the A. So simply there is some proportionality between the intensity of light and photoelectric current. When intensity increases, photoelectric current also increases. That should be clearly observed in an experiment by observing the readings of current in the ammeter. When the intensity of light is less, then the ammeter will show less reading. When intensity of light is more, that will show the max reading. That's why simply what you have to say, the effect of intensity on photoelectric current is directly proportional. So look at this diagram. So to understand this one, we have to plot the graph between like this. Intensity of light is taken along the x-axis and photocurrent should be taken as the y-axis. Then it is a straight line. The graph between these two quantities, it is a straight line that should be passing through the origin. It means that photocurrent is directly proportional to the intensity. So that's the relation between the photocurrent and intensity. When intensity increases, liberation of electrons increases. Liberation of electrons increases, electric current also increases. So children, this is about the intensity of light, how it can affect the photoelectric current or photocurrent. And next, children, there is another factor it is there that should be affects the photocurrent. That is here nothing but effect of potential. On photocurrent. So effect of potential on photocurrent. Okay, children. So as usual, the same thing what it is that electrons are liberated from C and they are moving towards the A. Clear? How the potential will affect the photocurrent? Let's discuss this one. Here, first I am going to take, this is the light, that should be having some intensity I1. I1 is the intensity of radiation on the metal surface C. Clear? Then after that the electrons are moving from C to A. This is C, photosensitive material, C to A. This is the common thing for us. I1 is the intensity of radiation. Due to that, electrons are liberated. They should be collected by the collector. Then ammeter will show some reading. After that, you have to do one thing. That is what? We have to increase the potential of A. We have to increase the potential of A. I already told you in the previous video, initially the charge of A is what? Positive, and electrons are negative. These negatively charged electrons are attracted by the positive potential. Clear? When A value potential is increase. Clear? When A value potential is increase, then obviously it will electrons should be continuously going on. What it means, when potential of A increases means what? The positive charge of A is increase. When positive charge of A increases, A will attract the more number of electrons. For example, to understand this one, just imagine it will receive, this C will be emits the 100 electron. Just imagine, liberates the 100 electrons. So when we are giving some potential, it will takes the 20 volts, 20 electrons. When at the initial potential, the A will receive the 20 electrons out of 100, thus be reaches the 20. After that, its potential is increase. Then it will collect the 40. Again increase 80. Again increase 100. Clear? When I1 intensity of light is incident on the material, it will emit the how many number of electrons? 100. In that, 20 electrons only received by the A. After that, the potential is increase. Then this time 40, this time 80, this time 100. So after that, already 100 emitted, 100 collected, 100 emitted, 100 collected. Further, again you are increasing the potential, but there is no use. Again further you are increasing the potential, but there is no more collection of electrons, because the maximum number of electrons are collected by the A. Got my point, children? What I am explaining very simple example. 100 emitted, first only 20 collected, next potential increase, next 40. Again like that. When your potential is increase, current also increase. Number of electrons received by the collector also increase. What I am telling, at particular one potential, what you have to say? Maximum number of electrons are reached. At that moment, the current is maximum. That current is called as saturation current. Like this. This is the saturated current. Further, you are increasing the more potential again, but there is no moving of electrons. Already maximum number of electrons are emitted and maximum electrons are collected. Even though further after that you have to increase the potential, but there is no use. Then that type of current is what we call maximum current. That is what that stage what we call saturation current. Saturated current. Clear? So that is the first thing. Clear, children? I1 is the initial intensity of light. Then number of electrons are moving toward the collector. There should be again the potential value of A is increase. At particular one potential, the A will collect the maximum electrons. Then that current is what we call saturated photocurrent. Saturated photocurrent. Clear, children? Now we have to observe the same procedure by changing the different intensity of light. First what we are taking I1, next what you have to go take I2, next I3, next I4. At every time you have to observe the photoelectric current. Clear? So after that you have to observe that. Just now only I told you before going to this one. What's that? Photoelectric current is directly proportional to the intensity. Here what we are going to take here, I3 is greater than I2 is greater than I1. For I1 we will get less amount of current in the ammeter, and I2 more than I1 and less than I3. For I3 we will get the more current when we are using some I1 and I2. When I1, I2, I3 are there, I3 is intensity is more. When intensity is more, photoelectric current also more. Then we are clearly showing in this diagram like this: I1, I2 and I3. I1 is what? Current, photocurrent. So I2 and I3. Intensity of I1, intensity I1, intensity I2, intensity I3. For that what we get? Saturation current like that. Clear, children? When intensity increases, current also increases. I3 is greater than I2, I2 is greater than I1. That's what I have to say. Where I3 is we are using, then we will get the more current. So that is the process we can observe only when A value potential is increases. When A value potential is increases, then we are getting the saturation current for different intensity of light. Clear? And after that you have to know about the what will be occurred when the potential value of A is decreases. Okay, A value increases వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఏమైంది? I1 తీసుకున్నప్పుడు కరెంట్ కొంచెం తక్కువ వచ్చింది, I2 అప్పుడు కొంచెం ఎక్కువ వచ్చింది, I3 అప్పుడు ఇంకెక్కువ వచ్చింది. మరి A యొక్క పొటెన్షియల్ తగ్గించినప్పుడు మాత్రం ఏమవుతుంది చూద్దాం. పెంచినప్పుడేమో అలా జరిగింది, ఇప్పుడు తగ్గిస్తే ఏమవుతుంది చూద్దాం. లెట్స్ గో ఫర్ దట్. So again what I am saying, this is the intensity of I1. Clear? What I am going to say, 100 electrons are liberated, 20 are collected. Now in this case here the value of potential should be decreases. Some value it is there for potential, then it will collect the 20. Now what I am going to say, now 10. Initially here for example I am going to say some 30 volts it is there, 30 volts it is there, then it will collect the 20 electrons. Now what I am going to say, we are going to decrease the potential 20 volts, then obviously the number of electrons received must be decreases. Clear? When A is having positive charge, when we are decreasing the potential of A means what? The positive charge of A is decreases. When A is decreases, A is negative, becomes negative. Potential positive value is decreases. 30, 20, 10, minus 5, 5, 0, minus 5, minus 10, minus 20 like that. Sorry. Here when the A value potential is decreases, then the capacity of receiving of electrons by A is decreases. Why? Because when we are decreasing the positive potential means it becomes negative, and electron charge also negative. Then negative both are repulsion takes place. That's why obviously when the value of A is decreases, positive charge will be decreased means what? Negative charges. I already told you in the circuit commutator is there. Commutator means what? Polarities will be changes. When A is positive, the saturation current is possible. When A is taken as negative, the polarity is negative. That means what? The positive value of A should be decreases. When the value of A decreases, then We have, for example, for intensity of I1, maximum potential is reaches. Clear? Just a minute, children. If you can plot the graph between potential and current, so it is the origin, and this is positive x-axis and this is negative x-axis. Here understand very clearly, I1, I2, I3 different intensity of light. For that we are corresponding different photoelectric currents. And when the collector potential is positive, so what I am going to say, this is plus x and this is minus x. When the value of A is positive, collector is what, nothing but A. When the potential is positive, what are you getting? Saturation current I1 for intensity of I1, I2 and I3 like that. Clear? When A is, for example, children, just clear, I1 is the intensity of light. For that, initially A is positive and we are increasing the positive potential to the A, then we are getting the I1. Clear? And after that, the polarities are changes. That means what? This is plus and this is minus. A becomes minus. That means what? Negative charge given to A. Then what you observed? There is some repulsion between electrons and negative charge. Then that time the photoelectrons are decrease and becomes 0. First 20 electrons are reaches the A. When negative charge is there, it will collect the 15, next 10, next 5, next 0, like that. What I am telling you initially, at the initial stage, it will collect the 20. When polarity changes, first 20, this is 20, clear, and again 0, like this, 0. It means that what? When the potential of A is decreases, photoelectric current also decreases. Simple. When potential increases, photocurrent is increases. When potential decreases, current also decreases. And the photocurrent will become 0 at particular one potential. That particular potential is called stopping potential. What is that? Stopping potential. Very simple, children. When potential increases, photocurrent is increases. When potential decreases, yes. Clear? What is meant by stopping potential? When the potential of a collector is decreases gradually, then photoelectric current also decreases gradually and finally becomes 0 at particular one potential. That potential is nothing but what it is? Stopping potential. Stopping potential, and stopping potential is shown by the symbol V0 or V0. Clear? So children, this is the effect of potential on photoelectric current. Simply, when potential increases, photoelectric current also increases. When potential decreases, photoelectric current is decreases. And finally, it becomes 0 at particular one potential. That should be what we call stopping potential. So, if you can plot the graph between the potential and photocurrent, that should be clear. So, from that graph, you have to mention like this. In that graph, or from that graph, we have to conclude that when intensity of light increases, photocurrent also increases. That is the first thing. I1, I2, I3 both are all are having different values of photocurrent. The photocurrent of I3 is more. Photocurrent of I2 is less than I3, less than I1, more than I1. And children, here now, what I am going to simply here, intensity is having different type of photoelectric current. When intensity increases, photoelectric current also increases. That is the first thing. And second thing is what? When potential is increases, photocurrent also increases. When potential is decreases, in that graph we are clearly mentioned retarding potential. That means what? Value of potential of A should be decreases. When A decreases, photocurrent also decreases and finally becomes 0. That is the second point. And third point, it is in that diagram different intensities are having different saturation currents, but they have only one stopping potential. Clear? Different intensities of light have different type of saturation currents, but they have only one stopping potential. So children, this is about the, I think you have idea about the clear understanding of the Einstein's photoelectric equation and effect of intensity and effect of potential. So children, to get the very clear information from my videos, you have to watch the video without any skips. Then only my content, what I am explaining in a easy manner, that will reaches to you. So I hope you understand. If you can understand this one, share your opinion as a comment, like, share and comment the video and subscribe my channel to get all the notifications. We will meet in the next video with some other interesting topic. Bye. Take care.